Greetings and welcome to the solution video for homework on Chapter 7, Lesson 2. This is evaluating algebraic expressions. As we go through this, if you're feeling a little bit confused and you need further explanation, be sure to check out the other video for that skill. So, extra practice can be found on textbook page 17 and 18, and this is workbook 1B. So before we were in book 1A, so this will be in your new book. Evaluate each expression for the given variable, the value of the variable, show all steps of your solving. That's going to be crucial. Clear and accurate work will be very important. So 3a plus 4 when a equals 6. So I'm going to rewrite that, substituting the value of that variable in the equation, and now I'm going to follow my order of operations according to the pyramid, where we have parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. So that same work that we've done with order of operations in the past is back and kind of determining our future right now. So in this expression, we will do 3 times 6, which is 18. I'm going to rewrite the whole expression. Now I have 18 plus 4, and that's 22. And you can check yourself because this does pizza out. So 22 should be the correct answer there. Question number 2. 9b minus 8. So again, these are relatively straightforward. You're just substituting and rewriting, but as they become more complex, getting used to doing them vertically is going to be crucial. So 9 times 3 is 27. 27 minus 8 is 19. There's that answer. Scoot on over to question 3. So as you notice, it is a little bit more complex. I am going to rewrite, substituting that value for e. So 20 plus 7/8 times 16, or times 16. Now I know, according to my pyramid, that I need to do multiplication first. So I'm going to focus on just this part here. And I know before I multiply, I do want to simplify. So I'm going to simplify by dividing by 8. And then I am going to rewrite that. So 20 plus 7 times 2. Now I can evaluate the multiplication. 7 times 2 is 14. Rewrite all of it. 20 plus 14 is 34. So the math in these is not always the most complex, but just making sure that you're doing it accurately and in the correct order will help keep you accurate. Will help keep you correct, I guess. Question 4, 3/4 times f minus 2 when f equals 8. So 3/4 times 8 minus 2. So I know, according to my order of operations, I need to do that multiplication first. So I'm going to simplify by dividing by 4. And since I've done some work there, I'm going to rewrite it. I know that 3 over 1 is equivalent to just 3. So I'm just going to rewrite this as 3 times 2 minus 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. There's your correct answer. So that was our warm-up round. And now we're going to get into these ones where we have more operations. So we are going to be evaluating this when r equals 8. Here we go. Substitute and rewrite. So 5 times 2 times 8 minus 6 plus 6 times 8 minus 1. So as I go down each layer, I'm going to do one calculation on each side. So I know my final calculation according to order of operations is going to be addition. So I'm going to look at this almost as if, like, here's one expression that I need to evaluate, and here's another expression that I need to evaluate before finally adding them together. So I'm going to keep track of these with the different colors as I go through each piece. And I'm only going to do one calculation for each of those sides of that addition sign on each row. So I know I'll be dealing inside the parentheses on the red side first, and there's multiplication and addition. So I'm going to do the multiplication first. 2 times 8 is 16. So I'm going to rewrite this. And yes, you might be able to do some of those calculations in your head, and that's fine, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And I want to make sure that I stay extra accurate. So now I'm going to do the green side. 6 times 8 is 48. 48 minus 1. Okay. So now, over here, I'm still working inside those parentheses on the red side. 16 minus 6 is 10. So now I have 5 times 10 plus, on the green side, 47. Again, order of operations now tells me I need to do multiplication on that red side. 5 times 10 is 50. And now I'm just going to switch to green. Plus 47. My final calculation is 50 plus 47, or 97. So, as you can see, you could kind of treat these like they're on two separate sides of that addition sign, two expressions that you're evaluating, but I made sure I did one calculation each. I don't want to rush through it and accidentally make a mistake because I'm trying to be quick and combine steps. No, thank you. Number 6, ooh, here we go. So the value of r is 8 according to this. And again, you see we have an addition sign, so we know that's going to be what we do last. So I'm going to pick blue, and I'll pick orange just because, why not? Why not? So let's rewrite this, substituting 8 for our variable. So 5 times 2 times 8 plus 4 plus, oops, I forgot my other, close that parentheses. With orange, we are going to do 3 times 8 minus 4 all over 4. So I'm going to start with my blue side, and again, I'm only going to do one calculation for each line on each side of that addition sign. So 2 times 8 is 16. I'm going to rewrite everything else. Now on this orange side, I know in my head up here, I'm thinking to myself that this division sign here, this fraction bar, is the same as division, and it's telling me that I need to divide the whole numerator of 3 times 8 minus 4 divided by 4. But I'm not going to write it like that because it just expands it in too much of a way. But this does give me a clue, though, on what I need to do first. I'm not going to be doing 3 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4, and 4 divided by 4. I could, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to simplify that numerator first, and then I'll do that dividing by 4 at the very end. So, in the numerator, we have multiplication and subtraction. I'm going to do multiplication first. 3 times 8 is 24, and then I'm going to rewrite the rest. Now back to the blue side. Inside the parentheses, I have addition. 16 plus 4 is 20, so I'm left with 5 times 20, plus, on the orange side, still working in that numerator, 24 minus 4 is 20, and I still have that divided by 4. And now my final step, I can do 5 times 20, which is 100. Then on my orange side, 20 over 4. In my head, again, I'm thinking if I were to simplify this like a fraction, I know 20 over 4 is equivalent to 20 divided by 4, and that is 5. So my final answer is 100 plus 5, which is 105. So there's my correct answer. And yes, it took me a little bit of extra writing in there, but I can look back at my work and tell very clearly that this calculation is accurate, that addition is accurate, that multiplication is accurate. This is accurate, that is accurate, that is accurate, and I am very confident that my answer is correct. So it is worth that time, and definitely write these out vertically. All right. 7, and I suppose this should have been 8, but I did not put the tone there. So we have 7 and 8. Yep. All right. We know we are going to be evaluating when k is equal to 5. So first I have to turn this into an expression, an algebraic expression. Subtract 40 from the sum of 8k and 12. So that means I'm taking this away from this piece first. So I have 8k plus 12, and I want to subtract 40 from that. So k is equal to 5. I'm going to rewrite substituting 5 in for k. And according to my order of operations, I'm going to start inside the parentheses. And inside those parentheses, I have multiplication and addition. So I'm going to multiply first. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 12 minus 40. 40 plus 12 minus 40. I know that would be 52 minus 40, and 52 minus 40 is 12. Yes, I could have probably noticed that if I'm starting with 40 and then subtracting 40, there's my answer there, but I wanted to show all those steps just to be certain. Question 8. Divide 4 times k minus 1 by k plus 5. So that means we are dividing this expression by that. And I guess I probably don't need those there, but you know what? I'll keep them in. And we need k to equal to 5. So I'm going to substitute 5 in there for k. And now I'm going to evaluate. So in the numerator, because I'm remembering that I want to divide the whole numerator by the whole denominator, so I will do those calculations. 5 minus 1 is 4, so I have 4 times 4, and then my denominator, 5 plus 5, is 10. Now, 4 times 4 is 16, so I have 16 over 10, and that's 16 tenths, and I ran out of space, but that is equal to 1 and 6 tenths, or 1 and 3/5 would be the fraction form, which is equal to 1.6. So either of those would be acceptable. All right, be careful with your orders.